Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on our comic book creator interviews, including our monthly Chichester chats with comic book legend D.G. Chichester, superhero movie brackets in our search for the worst comic book movie of all time, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luca Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
Hi, this is Jed McKay, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Into the Night, the Moon Knight podcast. No, I'm just kidding.
Wait a minute. This is April 1st.
I don't eat kangaroo. Come on. Anyway, no, it's the other Capes and Lunatics. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, your tour guide through this museum of a podcast from New Jersey. It is
Charlie, the Professor Essa.
And I already used this joke already, but my fist of vengeance coming to you from Florida. It is.
Hey y'all, it's Lilith Hellfire.
Wearing a shirt of something she would never say.
No, I was saying sarcastically. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I offend you?
Later, Gators.
I could see that at work. I'm sorry, is that too much for you?
Oy vey.
Oh my. All right, so yes, coming in hot tonight. Yes, we're talking the first episode of Moon Knight. Lilith, you said you waited till today to watch it?
Yeah, after we had our podcast marathon this morning, I took a nap and watched a little Moon Knight, and I have thoughts.
Well,
Take that, Turkey.
Wait, what?
Because they mentioned the Armenian genocide.
Oh, yeah.
Some people don't consider it a genocide.
Some people
merely a general murdering of thousands of people. You can argue that. It's a semantic argument. Yeah, that's the problem.
I mean, the first episode is good. I mean, we get a lot of Stephen Grant and a lot of lost time. I mean,
I love Stephen Grant in this. He's just delightful. And
later skater.
Later gators.
I know.
It's a gator, you see. It's not roller gator.
Oh,
although that would be awesome too if it was roller gator. That'd be a skater gator. Later skater gator.
Your alligator back, bro.
But no, I mean, I like their use of lost time in this. I like their use of an unreliable narrator, which is really good. Because Stephen Grant is very much unreliable. And to the point where you definitely get the feeling, so spoilers for this episode, that Stephen Grant is an unformed person. That he believes he has an existence and a time before and a time after, but he doesn't really. Emphasized by the fact that he's calling his mom. And you can't tell if he's leaving a message or he's talking to her.
Oh.
That's what's weird about it, And actually, it's interesting because it reminds me of a person I was in line behind in the post office who was having a schizophrenic moment and was, would cover her talking on her voices by talking on her cell phone. And so, yeah, that's a real thing. And useful if you need to put your mental illness within a socially acceptable construct. So, very interesting in this, to say the least.
And did we all see the names on the cell phone? It was all, I guess they're calling her Layla, but there was one Duchamp.
Oh yeah,
Frenchie, yeah.
Only one call from Frenchie. Frenchie knows he will get back with me when it is his time. See, Frenchie, he doesn't chase you. He waits for you to come to Frenchie.
And I was worried we weren't going to see actual Moon Knight, but we got him in the last, minute of the show.
Oh, yeah. We got to fight the jackal, the were-jackal. Were-jackal by night. But, of course, what's going to be interesting is that when he comes out of it, we're going to realize that, that's not a were-jackal. That was just some dude he beat the heck out of.
It was just a werewolf by night. No big deal.
Whatever it was, it gave him a swirly.
Yeah, well,
at least it wasn't atomic.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But I don't trust the reality that we've seen. F. Murray Abraham as the voice of Khonshu is
The idiot's back.
yes. I get very strong Odin vibes from him on this. Just this.
Well, higher godly being, yeah.
Well, more to the point that actually kind of a very base godly being. That they are not the on high Khonshu of the grand, realm of the moon, but more like this guy again. So I find that interesting. What's everyone's take on our villain of the piece? I'm trying to remember his name now.
Haro.
Ethan Hawke, he's clearly having the time of his life.
He is. That
doing that scenery, baby.
Yeah, well,
All I know is I wouldn't want to walk him out in his shoes.
Hell.
Yeah. Well, that's how it's his penance. He's serving what he can for his goddess. Which goddess was that? Amunet, the half alligator, half jackal, half crocodile.
Go ahead, Phil. Let me get a ride on your alligator back, bro. He's chomping at the bit for that one.
Like a gator,
as we say. I don't know about the whole preemptive judgment concept and that's the thing. It's like when he's describing it and putting it in this perspective of think of all the horrors of the world we could avoid if we just killed all the people who would ever do evil preemptively. It's like that falls apart almost immediately. And at a certain point, it's like, and it's a very childlike view of the world that killing, one or two people would have solved the Armenian genocide or any of the genocides that we've seen. It's like, no, you don't solve genocides. You have to have humans evolve beyond them. Just killing, if you kill Hitler, you'll get somebody else to lead the Third Reich because, it's not for want of a nail that these things happen,
Mm-hmm.
Heck, as they say, you kill Hitler, you get someone who might have been competent as a political leader, and then, oh God, where would we have been?
And your thoughts, Miss Hellfire?
It had great production value. It's an interesting take so far. I actually don't like the little bit of the suit that we saw in live action, so hopefully that'll grow on me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's my favorite or it almost looks like...
And the fact that it's Layla and not Marlene, it's like, come on, are you killing me, bro? Layla better be an alias.
Fight me, Moon Knight nerd.
Yeah, I mean...
It's the little things. It's the little things. I'm petty.
Just the texture of the suit.
I want to know more about his time in the gift shop. I literally don't care about Mark. I just pour Steven, get him a shock blanket and a cup of coffee for the love of God.
We haven't even seen Mr. Knight yet.
Exactly. So it's just like, I don't care about Mark Spector. Just somebody help Steven. Please get that man some help.
I'm thinking next episode we're going to get some answers. Have you ever seen that scene from like the preview or like the commercial where it's like the two of them talking in the mirror and it's like, am I a secret agent? He's like, no.
No, it's worse than that, buddy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I like it. I want to know. I get the feeling the next episode is going to be all the things that Mark did and how Mark put the sand back and, handled things so that Steven wouldn't know. I think that's the real interesting thing. And I want to know what happened to that poor fish.
Yes.
It probably
the
died.
Fish did not grow a new fin,
the titular goldfish, yes.
He had to replace it.
And also having lived in London for a while, the accent is grating. It's very grating.
Well, again, I think it's supposed to be like a bad accent. Yeah.
Blind slimy. Like, just, oh!
He's doing his best Dick Van Dyke, because
Oh.
if you had to have a fake accent, what would you do? You'd do a Dick Van Dyke. Go on, you governor.
Is the DID a natural thing, or did Khonshu break his brain? Just.
I imagine, a little from
probably a little bit of both.
Probably. If Khonshu even exists. If any of this is real.
Well, if Thor's real, I feel like Khonshu has to be real. In the MCU, anyway.
That's how Mysterio tricked you. Once everyone got snapped, they're like, "Oh yeah, it's a guy from another universe." Oh yeah, that makes sense.
I'll believe it because I'll believe anything. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's not even so much does Khonshu exist? Is Khonshu F. Murray Abraham? Is the Khonshu that we're observing actually Khonshu? Or Khonshu, as some people on the internet say his name should be pronounced. I don't know. I'm not an ancient Egyptian. How would I know how it was pronounced?
I've heard Into the Night, the Moon Knight podcast call him Khonshu, so we're gonna go with that.
Yeah. The internet's foremost expert.
The premier Moon Knight podcast. Yeah.
Well, Marvel calls him Khonshu. There are those who say he's actually called Khonshu, and then
What the F?
It's what the fans say, because we pay the money. So,
and to be fair, that same other person was calling Ra Ray, and
yeah.
Well, I understand that maybe that is now. Oh, now we think they called him Ray, not Ra. It's like, okay, but acknowledge that people have called him Ra for several hundred years now, and if there's another name, great.
Nailed it.
Okay, so we got 6 episodes. So we got 5 down. We got 1 down, 5 to go at this point. And it's just so much to get into with Moon Knight. And it feels like they're taking the Egyptian route, but they also might want to take the mental health journey. So I'm just like, you can't do all the aspects of it in a 6 episode series. You just can't do it.
But we did get villain sorted by Delicious Cupcakes.
I knew it. I told you.
Delicious Cupcakes. It's.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know.
Apparently that was a drinking game they set up. Yes. No, I mean, come on. You're going to tell me that him driving a cupcake truck was not intended to be a reference to the old Hostess commercials?
Oh, maybe.
Hostess things. Yeah, it's like, a delicious snack cake you cannot resist, villain.
One of those ones where it's like, oh, yay, Hulk ripped up the whole entire street, but he saved the Hostess cupcakes. Yay!
Yeah, well, it's cartoon violence, man. No one dies in those.
Yeah. Just your taxes.
Yes, well, like the Hulk cares about your puny taxes.
I trust Oscar's performance, but it's giving Johnny Depp in Pirates of the Caribbean. Like, it feels they gave him a lot of leeway to do what he wants.
And again, most of this issue was Steven, so I think Steven is supposed to be over the top, so.
Yeah.
If you want to get more of Mark, it'll be more grounded and.
Yeah, and that's the thing, if Steven is the created character, the buffer being, if you will. Like, he's not meant to have any grounding, he's meant to be this spot of safety that the psyche can escape to.
That's what I'm thinking. That's the whole cover where it's like, oh, no one's going to think to look for Mark Spector working in a gift shop in a museum in London or whatever. Yeah.
First place I'd look. And clearly first place that Harrow looked. So,
well, Steven told him. He's like, oh, remember when he didn't know what was going on? He's like, no, I'm from Stephen Grant. I work in a gift shop.
Yeah.
Then he wakes up with bloody fists.
It's very ambitious, and it wasn't filled with too many Easter eggs like, some other properties tend to be. So I don't know how I feel about that yet, honestly. It's just different.
Episode, yeah.
I haven't even gotten any intro.
Oh, do you remember Arrow's first episode? I almost died playing the Easter egg game with that damn show.
Nobody can know my secret. But I do like that scene, right before he changes, where Mark and Steven have their first real conversation. It's like, no, let me take the wheel. We're about to die. Let me take the wheel.
Can't you take the wheel?
And I like it. And it's actually one thing that I think has always been missing from their Hulk interpretations is that conversation in on that crossroads of the mind that, there's never any negotiation between the identities. It's just, Hulk smash, Hulk do this.
To be fair, there's not much of a conversation to be had with the host either. He's a raging lunatic as well. So
yeah,
Banner.
Honestly, I feel like Hulk's is more of a civilized person than the host body. So
Yeah.
But again, Banner was damaged since he was a kid. So I mean,
yeah. And honestly,
someone say an abomination, but you'd be wrong.
Oh.
Well, but that's the thing. It's like, I'm sure Mark is actually pretty damaged in this too, And
you don't say.
The big reveal is Loxley's actually the millionaire. That's going to be the big reveal in the final episode.
I hope we get the Moon Knight copter. I hope so.
Hey, I think if Frenchie's there, we're going to have some kind of copter. Come on.
Oh yeah. Well,
because they didn't give Thanos his copter, so
and I hope
somebody's getting a copter.
I hope it's the one shaped like a moon. I hope it's.
Me too. I think that would fit in perfectly fine with Disney Plus because merch. You need the toys.
Oh yeah, do you know how many toys you could spin out of this?
Even just a collector's edition where it's a limited drop. I mean, look at all the Moon Knight nerds spending all that money already.
Oh yeah, I mean there's stuff going on pre-sale. Lil, did you see? I think it's in September. You can pre-order soon. A glow in the dark Moon Knight Funko.
Yeah, you were telling me about that.
Oh, yeah. And the shirts are already out, kids. Moon Knight.
I will be honest with you.
Until it's at Walmart, it doesn't count. Just so we're clear.
Hey! I found not this one, but the other Moon Knight shirt. I have it. Hot Topic yesterday. So
still doesn't count. It has to trickle down to the masses at Walmart. That's when you know you've made it.
Hey, they had a sign. They had a sign in the front window. Hot Topic. Moon Knight on Disney Plus. I went in that damn store. They only had one piece of Moon Knight merchandise. That damn shirt. That was it.
I personally can't believe that.
I can't even get started on the weirdness that is Hot Topic and their corporate allegiances. So
I mean, no, Lil's for brick and mortar. I'm just surprised she went for the big business. When it's a small business, I can see that.
No. I mean, it's
like
I've been buying from Etsy for years. Since Etsy was discovered, okay, in eBay. I'm just saying, it doesn't make, you don't know, you're not a hit until you make it to Walmart. That's the mass market. That when your t-shirts are at Walmart, you've made it, you can count on those reliable t-shirt sales.
It's not like Warner's is doing, or DC's not doing a lot of t-shirt business right now.
Yeah, they're really not. You would be hard pressed to find a Batman or Superman t-shirt at Walmart right now.
I know. No, the only place I think I've seen the Batman t-shirts is at, again, Hot Topic.
Actually, I did get my one Batman shirt from Walmart, but I ordered it offline. It's not actually in the stores.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, the problem for that is they just don't know who to put on it, It's just, which
I just need a Martha, why did you say that name? I just need that shirt. Hot Topic failed me on that one. So Etsy, if you're an Etsy owner, find me in my DMs, bro.
No, I just need, for the 4th of July, I need one of George Washington's saying, "Why did you say that name?"
Nice.
You beat me to it. I was going through famous Marthas in my head.
Just a big fight between Benedict Arnold and George Washington. Why did you say that name?
Scandalous!
Ooh, that would be one.
Paul Revere, too. She was quite the busy lady.
Well, hey, what's she gonna do? Every place she goes, it says George Washington slept here, George Washington slept there.
Today, the part of George Washington and Paul Revere will be played by Will Smith and Chris Rock.
There you go.
Too soon.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, right. That meme is actually dead now, Phil. Thanks. Don't be a grandpa.
I was going to say, tell that to the internet.
Memes move like this, baby. That's dead. That's gone.
I know. Tell that to
We're worried about Bruce Willis's retirement now, okay?
Yeah.
But no, I'm still on the fence about it. Not what I was expecting, but that might be a good thing. It's Disney. They tell me what I need. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and again, it's hard to tell from this first episode because it was mostly Stephen Grant, And
a lot of people found him irritating. I found him endearing. I don't know. I felt
who found Stephen Grant irritating?
A lot of reviewers were saying they found him irritating.
Oh, well, those
it's because they don't actually know the characters or anything.
Yeah,
that's what I
It
think.
is a sweet, delightful cinnamon bun. I want it.
It's the accent. I can almost guarantee you. They can't really reconcile it that it's the accent, but it's the accent.
Yeah, it's people
I
who
want
don't
to give
know
them
Moon
hot
Knight.
cocoa and wrap them in a blanket.
Yes, I do too. Trust me.
I think it's people who
Like I
don't know.
said, I don't even want Mark to show up now. I just want it to be all about Steven. And working in a gift shop, being an Egyptology nerd, yes, relatable.
Although people have pointed out that his actual knowledge of Egyptology
It's very surface level, yes.
Yeah, it's very surface level. It's sort of like a guy who read a book on it once, and now he's trying to lecture other people on what it's supposed to be, and
So,
Yes.
actual Egypt. No, I'm kidding. Okay.
Yes,
No, I mean, I watched this with Danielle, who's never read a Moon Knight. She was like, "I'm confused." I was like, "Okay."
Oh, it only gets worse from here, sugar.
No, actually, I think it's going to make more sense as it goes on.
Like I said,
it's going to be a Rashomon, and that's what happened that last scene.
yeah, I think
This is what happened.
I think we're gonna early on next episode. Mark's gonna sit Steven down, sit him down and explain everything, and
A spotted tea, and they've already had kind of an exposition-y talk, so, we have to get the last of that exposition-y talk out of the way.
and
We can't have an exposition talk dump every single episode.
No.
It just, no.
and forget Coco. I want to get Steven a steak dinner with a nice date. Come on.
No, please, that was bad.
That was to show the time difference. What? Today's Friday. No, it's Sunday.
No. Just he ordered a filet mignon well done.
Yeah, what's the point?
Well, I think again,
He has no culture, he has no class. That's what it means.
Well, and he's a vegetarian, as they said, so he didn't really even know what he was ordering.
You ordered nothing well done. Don't even order your vegetables well done.
Honestly, it's kind of the waiter being a jerk there, because it's like I'll give it to you well done. He doesn't know what to do, and he says you should have at least said I'll tell him to make it tasty, and then you can have it, But the guy doesn't know. He doesn't know. He's a vegan. He's a vegetarian.
I guarantee you, it's going to be a thing where Stephen Grant is like the opposite of everything Mark Spector is. So Mark Spector's probably swallowing steaks whole and stuff. Meanwhile, Stephen Grant's
just
the
bite
vegetarian.
the cow right in the field. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, obviously that's the idea. Is that
slaughtering himself.
In this universe, Stephen Grant, it's the safety place.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I want to know what happened to that poor fish. They need to tell us.
Can we get an F in the chat for the fish? In the chat for the fish.
And again, why just one fish? If you have a big fish tank, put 20 fish in there. And
that's the joke. Mr. Lonely, That's the joke.
Yeah. The actual interesting thing is that he's got the one fish with only one fin. And then they replace it with a fish with two fins. Which is immediately...
And then the next one will be with three.
No, but the idea is it's just like,
No, it'll just be white.
Well, the idea is, because you know what it really is that obviously during something that happened, that poor fish died.
Where fish just die, especially, they can get lonely.
Especially if you're gone for 3 days,
And especially if it's by itself, they get lonely.
Yeah, but the idea is that when he got the replacement fish, he then made a choice not to tear off one of its fins. So he intentionally left a clue to himself. Because basically it's time for him to start waking up.
Or was he
and
just
that's what we're going to see.
Oh, Moon Knight's about to get woke. You heard it here first. That's at Charlie Esser. 2 E's in the middle.
It's a European playing an Egyptian. It'll never be woke. Okay.
Oh my.
Although, to be fair, I love the guy voicing him. Who was that? It was like,
F. Murray Abraham?
Yeah. I was like, that's
Murray
fun.
Abraham. That's good. And I guess, again, I don't know if he's Egyptian.
That's never gonna... Marvel has a whitewashing problem, no matter what people say. They do.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. You just gotta take that lump.
Because that was the other controversy about this.
That's a Hollywood
not a
thing.
controversy, but actually just, the director really saying he wants to present Egyptian culture properly. I don't know if he can do that with the source material. That's the only thing.
I think he got his source from the gods of Egypt or whatever that movie was, where it was always.
Well, this is what he's saying. It's like, I think he's just like, I just don't want it to be.
I think he's confused because America counts North African people as white. Like, I think that might be where the confusion is.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know.
It gets weird. Yeah. Well, it's the whole Mediterranean. What it is that white people want to say that they had, history and culture, but most of history and culture is the Mediterranean world. And,
trust me, I know.
Those aren't Vikings, Now, Vikings had a lot of history and culture.
Vikings were just a job title, though, so.
This is true, too.
They were black Vikings, there were all kinds of Vikings, so they don't even have that.
The Norse cultures, let's say.
Who
had writing and all these things. Quite just as advanced as any other culture at the time, But no, that's the problem, is everyone just wants to say we created it and it's ours and all the best ideas are our ideas. Like, no, it's everybody's ideas. And really, quite frankly, it's nobody's ideas, because that was one genius that happened to exist in Egypt who said, hey, let's do calculus. And they say, oh, here's how you build a pyramid. It's like, oh, okay, that's great. It wasn't like all of the Egyptians said, we should all agree that this is how we make pyramids. It's like, no, it was like 2 or 3 guys who were just really good at their job. They said, we got to build a pyramid, so let's work it out. And these were the guys that were smart enough to do it, and then they did it. And their names are lost to history, but that is what happens when you're
as all good company men go, lost to time.
Yeah,
time.
And that's basically what happened, So there's no greatness of any culture. There's just great people existing in all cultures, and then every mediocre person in that culture trying to take credit for the fact that someone was great in their culture at one point in the past.
Look at you, Vladdy Daddy.
And they're really doubling down on that Egyptian stuff. Because again, in the comics, except for for his origin story and, Khonshu being an Egyptian god, I mean, they really didn't do much with Egyptian culture, So,
his rebooted origin story.
Yeah, well, yeah.
When they said, well, let's just forget about that first origin story that we
gave. No.
The first origin story was way better, but that might just be me.
From Werewolf by Night, no, he was undercover.
Exactly.
As luck would have it, this was actually all part of my master plan.
To take down the committee.
And that is what's going to happen by the end of this. It was actually Stephen Grant's plan the whole time. He's actually the brilliant mind behind the scene. You watch. I don't know. Loxley's persona is Mr. Knight, so.
Cab driver doesn't dress that well.
Cab driver thinks of everything. Actually, I'm sure cab drivers can dress that.
Oh, no. It's an updated version.
Especially if they're driving a Lux, a Uber Lux.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
I was going to say, is he going to be an Uber driver this time?
If you want to keep it updated. But then there's some big cities in Europe that actually banned Uber and Lyft and all that stuff. So I don't know. I forget which ones it are.
But you can also just be a high-end livery.
Yeah, a personal business car driver or whatever they call it. Yeah. Chauffeur. Yeah. There we go. That's the word I was looking for.
And he does, so chauffeurs do wear suits. So Mr. Knight, Jake Loxley's character.
Well, like I said, 1 down, 5 to go. I'm interested, but I'm nervous.
I hope it does good. I think they said Oscar Isaac, they only had him on their contract for this season, so.
I think this is going to be a WandaVision thing, though, where it's just like.
Well, I don't know what his original Disney contract says, so
wasn't he in something else? Well, besides Star Wars, never mind. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. I'm thinking of Star Wars.
That's the thing. It's like
where he got robbed and gypped. Yeah. So hopefully this works out for the kid.
And again, I mean, if it does well enough and they want him back, I'm sure they can back the money truck up. It's Disney.
Oh yeah. Or they'll just get somebody else to be it.
Laurel hallucination.
Well, and for what it's worth, it's sort of like the Netflix stuff where they sort of did characters, but they didn't do them quite the way, like when they introduced Nuke in it, and it's like, well, we can bring it back or we can't. We'll decide later. We're going to decide what we'll do with you later. Once Feige gets put in charge of everything at Disney. Mark my words. There's some grumblings about Chapek right now. So.
Oh, there's not grumblings. It's about to be damn near civil war up in Marvel over in Disney as a whole. He is making some bad choices.
Well, as I said,
they're trying to it's kind of an open secret. They really want him gone. They're probably going to give him the money from the contract and say, get the hell out of here.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's Roy Disney all over. I said it at the start. It's Roy Disney all over again.
Although, at least he pretends to care. Roy never really cared. We all know this. It's not a secret. Come at me.
No, and I'll grant you that, but it's I think Chapek probably wants to care. Can
businesses just go back to being apolitical for the love of God? Like, I don't care what your political stance is. Just let me have the teacup ride. It's the last thing in life I have. Jeez.
That's the problem, is that, it's like nothing is apolitical, because the minute you get apolitical, but then you get involved in politics, because that's the thing. I don't even know why he had to get involved. Well, I guess you had to get involved in politics in Florida because you're a big employer in Florida, but at the same time, it's like, don't give money to those guys. It's like, just
don't give money to anybody that can be traced. Come on, that's like the first thing they teach you. Jeez.
I know, but that's
what super PACs are for.
Little Hellfire's tip of the day.
Anyway, but that's that.
I'm gonna pay good money for that in Florida. But yeah, I like I said, I hope there's a season 2. If like I said, I'm still on the fence. I don't know. It's a lot of things that could go wrong. Didn't really like Hawkeye that much, so
If only we were like the important people and got the first 4 episodes ahead of time.
They know.
That's okay. One day we'll have Peacemaker season 3. That's okay.
3? I want 2.
I know. I'm just being realistic. We gotta get everybody on the show first, so that happens next season, and then by season 3, they'll be begging us.
Damn it, Little Hellfire! This isn't the place for reality. Come on.
Oh, my bad. You should have told me not to take my ADHD pills earlier. Then.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be great. Yeah. All right.
Okay, I need to talk about comics because, I haven't talked about comics in 3 weeks.
Phil's Comics Corner.
I got a comic.
For a more professional view, please go listen to Into the Night, the Moon Knight the original Moon Knight podcast.
Right.
I got a good transitional comic. You want my good transitional comic from Moon Knight to comics?
Yes.
Or do you guys want to talk? Do you have one you want to throw out there?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Let's throw it in.
Because who plays Moon Knight is Oscar Isaac, who plays Poe Dameron, and in Star Wars 21, which takes place after New Hope, but I think before Empire. It is focusing on
the best of times, if we're being honest.
Yeah, it focuses, and actually, so Tristan picked this up because he thought this was going to be an episode about a stormtrooper. It's not. But Poe Dameron's mom is currently stranded on a Star Destroyer called the Tarkin's Well. And here's all I'm going to say. You're calling it the Tarkin's Well. Tarkin just died, so they probably named it before Tarkin died, which means that's just getting hubristic. You're calling it Tarkin's Well. Well, Tarkin's still alive. That's why you're failing, Empire, because you're just too full of yourself. Anyway, she is hiding out. Poe Dameron's dad, he's something Dameron, I can't remember off the top of my head, but he's all worried because his wife is behind enemy lines and all this stuff. And they're like, well, you can't go save her, because it would be too dangerous. And there's all this back and forth. The commander of the Tarkin Will figures out that there is a rebel among them, yada, yada, yada. I'm not going to spoil it, but basically they get the feeling that she'll be back soon, but of course she's not, and so they're going to get a ragtag group of rebels to go find the Tarkin Will and save her. Bum, bum, bum. I am really excited about this book. I enjoyed it. I loved it. I'm actually going to get Star Wars 22 when it comes out because I'm invested all of a sudden. Good pickup. If you like the Star Wars universe, this could be a fun book for you.
All right, Lilith, what you got?
I think I will go with Image Comics, Newburn #5, which is Chip Zdarsky. Also, Casey Gilley has a backup in it. And then the art is by Jacob Phillips. If you like a thrilling crime noir kind of procedural comic book, this might be for you. It's pretty cool. Chip's having the time of his life being able to tell a down-to-earth story, and it just oozes off the page.
What is it, Newburn?
Yeah, like new and then like a burn you get on your skin. Nothing fancy.
Oh, okay.
One word.
Oh, okay.
I even forgot this book existed until I saw it, so I had to go order the other 4. So
Yeah, that's like I was at the store today. I was thinking, Liv, when's the last time we got a Batman 89?
I think they're done, or it's delayed or something.
It has to be because I think it was like supposed to be 6 issues. I think we only got.
And we only got 3.
Yeah, I was gonna say we only got 3 or 4 out, so I don't know.
Yeah, I think like I said, they've been having delays at every company except for Image because Image is that guy right now. So.
All right. Well, speaking of Image, I'm sure
Spawn
did we all
328? Oh,
no, Radiant Black.
Okay.
Number 13.
A lot of Image books this week.
It must be a lot.
Lucky number 13, baby.
I was gonna say it must be a lot. I got 2 this week. So yeah, what's everyone think? Radiant Black.
Oh, I loved it. I love that Nathan's out of the hospital.
Oh yeah, and is that Radiant entity trying to get him back?
Like, hey, buddy, glad you're not dead. Can you take me back over now? And he's like, no.
I don't know about this new guy you left me with. Can you take me?
Yeah, it's like really like,
hey Boo, can you take me back?
Hey man, year 2's kicking off with a bang. It's lots of stuff coming to a head. Hey-oh.
Yeah, I'm liking the Radiant universe, man. It's awesome.
So we're up in the ante. It's pretty cool. And that final page, I was just like, oh, well, excuse me.
Oh yeah, we went there. Oh snap!
Yeah. Well, we don't know if there was an actual snap. We don't know. We just
no
know
one can
that.
know my secret.
Yeah.
This book takes chances. I like that about this book.
Yeah,
the world's expanding, and it's just really cool to see to have been there from the beginning. And hopefully, maybe one day we can get Kyle back and like get his thoughts on the evolution of the characters and stuff.
Yes, that's a good idea. Yes, it's been a year out. Yes,
it's been very cool. So yeah, I really loved Radiant Black as well.
I hope we get a lot more of the team dynamics because I really feel that's where his writing excels. So,
I'm actually waiting for the next issue of Radiant Red. I'm actually kind of like. Oh, and then I gotta see Radiant Yellow and Radiant Purple, man. I want to get the full line.
Don't worry, he will. It's coming. He did mention to us that they were building that world out.
Oh yeah.
So it looks like they got the green light, and if it's anything like what his work he did on Power Rangers, it's going to be absolutely amazing. So I'm really excited.
Lilith, you're the numbers woman. Is this book doing good?
Yeah, it's surprisingly doing well. Like I didn't know how it would fit in really at Image because it's not that like to me this would have been like an IDW book. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But it's doing pretty good. Like I said, they're building out the world. They have a lot of confidence in it because the only other book that's getting world building is Spawn. Not to say nepotism, but
Dad's favorite, you know.
It's the only other book getting a whole bunch of world building. So yeah, it's doing pretty good. Lots of critics like it. I see people talk about it a lot on Comic Book Day and stuff. So that's pretty cool.
Well, good. I'm glad his book's doing good here because I like the book. So
yeah, I'm just like the world still it feels kind of like, to put it in like terms, I guess it feels like when Static first came out, you wanted to know more about like Dakota and the world outside Dakota, and they just slowly start moving the bubble back and back. That's kind of what we're getting right now too. And I also like that it's set like in our world. That's nice too. A nice change of pace. Chicago of all places,
Speaking of IDW,
we got it. Oh, we got one.
Well, yeah. Well, this was last week's, but we didn't talk about comics last week, so I was able to pick it up this week, and it is Godzilla meets the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So this is awesome. It's a Rita Repulsa story. So right
Naturally.
there, it's your old school.
Wait, is he Goldar's dad or something?
No. So Goldar is in it too, though. But basically, she wants to find a universe without Power Rangers for her to take over. She's like,
she's smart. She's the only smart.
So they steal this ancient relic that lets you go to other dimensions, and she goes to this other dimension. And she goes, this world has protectors too, in the form of Godzilla. And then she meets the aliens from Planet X, who she just finds laughable.
As you do.
He's like, wait, are you trying to tell me that not only do you not create your own monsters, you don't even control them while they're here? Now, fortunately, the Green Ranger came through and, uses his Dragon Sword to fight Godzilla. But
I see what they did there.
You know what? The Dragon Sword was no match for Godzilla.
He's a kaiju, of course not.
And, it's getting pretty rough here, but then... Of course, because, Zordon was monitoring all this back in the original Earth 1 Angel's Grove. The Power Rangers do show up to help Green Ranger by the end of it. And so I'm excited by this book. I love that Rita Repulsa just has no time for these aliens who are just totally not up to the skill level of what she does when she's taking over a world with monsters. It's like, what, you just find monsters? It's just ridiculous.
It's archaic.
Yeah, let's just find a random monster and drop them in a different planet and see if that solves the problem. It's like...
To be fair, that's actually kind of what they actually did too, but I won't get into it.
I mean, no, I'm not arguing it. I'm just saying it's just. But anyway, I really enjoyed that too. These were ones that so Star Wars and that were ones I picked up for Tristan, and I
got
enjoyed
a 2 for
both.
1.
Yeah.
All right, Lilith, you're up.
I don't know what I want to talk about. I guess I can talk about. I guess I'll talk about Wonder Woman.
Oh, nice.
Sensational Wonder Woman special number 1. It's a lot of cooks in the kitchen, but that's kind of typical how these Wonder Woman specials go.
Is it like
it
another?
Feels like they're trying to get back to basics.
Is it another anthology, or is it just
yeah,
like one?
It is. It's 3 entirely different tales. You have some cosmic stuff. You have common supervillain fights, and then there's a body swap story. The body swap story was the best story.
Who got their body swapped?
I will not spoil that because it's the selling point. You got to pick it up, or I'll tell you after the show is over.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I like this one, but it's a special. It's not the main book. I still have yet to really like the main book as of late. So that's a shame. But I recommend this special. It's pretty cool.
Well, I think between this and Trial of the Amazons, that maybe they are finally trying to rebuild the Wonder Woman brand. Maybe we needed some distance between that last movie.
I should tell you that is a $9.99 book.
How big is that
for
book?
3 stories. I will just tell you that.
How big is that book?
I would say it's worth it.
Okay.
I liked it better than Black, White, and Gold or whatever.
Oh, that series, yeah.
Well, the last one that they did. I mean, overall, it's pretty good, but yeah. I liked it better than the last one they did, so. Lots of women working on the book, and it shows. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
Come on, Philly.
I'm going to throw out, all right, get to some Marvel. Again, I love this book. I love the first one in this book. I mean, they're going straight up horror. Ghost Rider number 2.
Ooh. Now, which Ghost Rider are we dealing with here?
Oh, it's Johnny Blaze.
Okay.
I mean, he basically...
We're not getting no 90s replacement team here.
He escaped that hell prison from the first issue, and he's just like, I just want to, get out, take a break, and, he stops at this motel where basically, I guess the hotel manager is working with this demon thing underground to, just, kill people. I don't know if it's, feeding on people, and he's, just feeding this thing people. Again, they're going, straight up horror with this thing, so... Because the whole time Johnny Blaze was imprisoned in this idyllic little, where he had, his wife and kids were still alive. Mm-hmm. All the supernatural menaces were out there going, oh, hey, the Ghost Rider's not here. We can start wrecking havoc and doing whatever we want. And so now Ghost Rider has to come back. Even though Johnny don't want to do it, Ghost Rider has to come back and clean up all these, take care of all these.
Aren't there 2 other Ghost Riders in this universe?
Again, I mean, they kind of did some weird stuff with Danny Ketch in the last series, which they kind of ended abruptly. So who knows what's up with Danny Ketch at this point? And then Robbie Reyes is basically bouncing around the multiverse. So
yeah, and that was the thing is because I was reading Avengers Forever recently because I was catching up on that, and it's man, a lot of shade thrown at poor old Robbie. He's not even a Ketch or a Blaze. He's not in the bloodline. That's what makes him more powerful.
Yeah, I think they're gonna make him more of like on the cosmic scale or whatever. Yeah,
he's a thing, man.
But no, I mean this again. Only 2 issues. I've been liking this book so far. The art's been good. With Corey Smith and Brent Peoples. But yeah, no, it's been really good. Holy crap, we got like 3 inkers. But no, it's been good. Especially if you're a Ghost Rider fan, I think you'll like this book. Like I said, very old school horror vibes, and this issue, again, love like that original series. Basically him traveling around and just. I mean, and again, they even say in this issue, it's like kind of the last couple series, Johnny's kind of been in control of the Ghost Rider. Again, it's like they're 2 separate entities. So Ghost Rider gets. I hope they go full Zarathos again. I will go full Zarathos, but no, I mean it's good.
Never go full Zarathos, man.
I don't know. I think Ghost Rider is the only exception that I would be okay with.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, especially you remember like those last from in his original series, his last couple issues by DeMatteis. Oh yeah.
There are a lot of like ancient forces in the universe, and it's like it's the kind of thing where like you kind of imagine Zarathos.
Sometimes you just need a meat suit, man. To feel things, to experience things.
But no, I'm just saying, like, you get, like, the Phoenix Force and Zarathos, and it's like, these are beings that they're just going to throw down, and you kind of almost imagine them being in, like, detente forever,
But Lilith knows I love a petty force, because I like that original series. I love how it's like Johnny's like, I don't have no choice. I have to let him out to, like, save somebody, and Zarathos is like, how dare he just, like, summon me like some errand boy, Just all pet king of the petty.
Is that where you learned it from, Phil?
Oh, yeah. Oh, Charlie, if you can hunt down some of those original series, there's like a 2-parter in that toward the end of that original series where Zarathos just goes crazy on the circus of crime. It's great.
Like when you say you mean like the original Ghost Rider run when he was like
yeah. By this point, I think it was like the early '80s was like the end of that run. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't think it's on Marvel Unlimited, but yeah, I should say.
I'll have to check because it's supposed to be unlimited.
I know
it's very limited. Honestly.
Just like DC also, but
yeah, DC Finite and Marvel Limited. You know how
I should say the Circus of Crime without the Ringmaster.
Well, see, that was their first mistake.
I know.
So, we want to do some more comics?
Yeah.
Okay, I got one here. I got the Heathens. Number 5. Aftershock. I do love this book. It's a lot of fun. I'm not quite sure. It's one of these books where you're not quite sure what's ever really happening in it, and I love that aspect of it. For those who don't remember, this is about like a bunch of murderers released from hell to go catch other murderers who escaped from hell, which tells you that escaping from hell is an option. We see that Stalin, of course, is the administratrix of hell. And meanwhile, a bunch of our characters are trying to get this Jack the Ripper, who is this lady, back. And Shu, who is our piratess queen, is confronting her. And basically, Shu gives her all kinds of crap about, it's like, what, you attacked prostitutes? That does not make you some kind of, like, great killer. It's like you attacked the weakest people in the world to make yourself feel strong. At the end, she and Jack basically kill each other. But that means that she completed her mission. She got them back. But then we basically see Stalin going through each of them to see who's going to be the new person who goes out and catches people. And interestingly enough, he does imply to each of them that she got what she wanted. She did ascend. She's someplace surrounded by water. And of course, what she actually got was she got keelhauled on her own ship for all eternity. But since we know we can escape from hell, that's what we're leading up to. In the end, Billy the Kid says, "Why, sure, Mr. Stalin, I'll be your lawman." Poor Billy. So I'm hoping this isn't the end of Heathens. I'm hoping we get another one. I'm looking forward to seeing Billy the Kid run through. This is a Cullen Bunn book, for those who don't remember. And it's just a really fun book. Top drawer. Love the Heathens by Aftershock.
And hello, friend of the show, Noel Tate, watching us with no.
Oh, that was Noel.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
Booty looks good all the time.
No, not Noel.
Speaking of booties that look good all the time, why are there 3 X-Men book? Like, we just got done with that Spider-Man event. Now there's 3 X-Men book? Not even including, like, the Wolverine crap?
Well, the Wolverine crap, I think,
It's
is
over.
Yeah. So which book are you talking about? Immortal X-Men?
Yes. Talk about Council of Petty. Damn.
Well,
and it's a $6 book? Jesus.
I do like how most of this is like through Mr. Sinister's point of view.
Yeah. Because
he's not a real mutant.
And most judgmental.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Charlie, he even makes a comment in this where he's like, oh, okay, time to turn on my X gene. But no, I love how he thinks he knows how the council's going to vote, and then when he gets surprised, it's so funny. He thinks he's totally in control, and then when it gets thrown for a curve, he's like, wait, what?
Well, what? Yeah.
I know, he's like, Destiny, didn't you know this was going to happen? And she's like, you don't know how my powers work, do you?
So how any of this works?
Yeah,
that's what happens with the unelected ruling body, though. You know, shenanigans will ensue. Power struggles will come and go.
Because Magneto quits the council, so they have to find.
He's too good for the council. Let's just all be honest.
He's going to live on Mars.
Yeah, I mean it's a planet made of iron, so that's actually a really good spot.
That tracks for him.
Yeah, and the mutants have terraformed it all pretty, so yeah.
Oh yeah, but no,
suck it, Elon.
That's and actually, terraforming Mars, it's a lot because it doesn't have the gravity to hold the oxygen atmosphere. That's the problem.
It's the Marvel universe. Don't think about it.
It's the X-Men universe.
I guess if you have a mutant that's going to be like, I guess I'll increase the gravitational pull on Mars forever. That sounds like a good use of my time.
Storm goes up there.
Take one for the team, homie. Take one for the team.
Storm goes up there every couple of weeks. Monkeys with the atmosphere. Come on,
I don't think any of this is sustainable. That's my point.
And they'll be home soon. It's fine. That's why it's not. It's not sustainable.
I'm just waiting for House of XC11. It's the 92 in Roman numerals.
Oh yes.
And it's coming.
The X-Men 92 version of House.
Well, yeah, it's 97 though, technically. But
is it?
Well, that's going to be the sequel, yeah. But no, they're doing that comic thing where it's like it's going to be X-Men 92's version of this.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited to see the X-Men 92 get their second life in comic books.
I was disappointed for this to be a $6 book. Like, this should have been a $3.99 book.
There was a lot of council, yeah.
Too much council.
A lot of politics, yes.
Like like I said, bring back my Marauders. I just need fun. When it comes to X-Men, I just want some fun, man. Like, let's just go into space, make love to aliens, like we're freaking Scott's dad, Like, I just want to get back to Starjammers and the Shi'ar Empire.
It's the X-Men, not Starjammers. You want Starjammers? You got to go read Starjammers.
Oh, I get it now. Starjammers. Okay.
Exactly.
What do you think they're jamming those stars with, Phil? Come on.
I get it. Took me decades, but I got it.
That precious Summers DNA.
Wow. Mr. Sinister's all looking for. Oh, speaking of him, Lilith, what did you think about that last page about those tanks? Who he had many clones of in those tanks?
I rolled my eyes so hard I gave myself a migraine. Like,
that's the whole Wolverine 10-week Wolverine thing didn't mean jack crap. Okay.
It never does. That's why anytime they do anything with Wolverine, I'm like, yeah, sure, this will stick.
Okay, spoilers, kids. Yeah, Charlie. At the end, they reveal Mr. Sinister has like a whole tanks full of Moira McTaggart clones. So
Moira,
the one who can, every time she dies can reset the timeline. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, I did not get
exactly,
that power
Charlie.
structure because they never really explained it, and it didn't make much sense.
And you know what else I just got to? Modern day Mr. Sinister has the goatee now, I guess, so he can literally twirl that mustache. Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. But if you're cloning Myra McTargets, how does that even work now? It doesn't. That's not how her power works.
Okay, Capes and Lunatics have coined a new phrase, X-Men science. Okay.
Yeah,
Mars, cloning, it's all X-Men science.
It used to be so good.
Charles Xavier's the good guy. Yes, X-Men science. X-Men science and X-Men ethics. Yeah. All right. Okay, hey, did anybody read Hulk Grand Design?
Oh, no, I did not get the chance.
I forgot to pick it up.
It's like what they did with the X-Men and Fantastic Four. I mean, I enjoyed it, but it's basically the recap. I don't know if there's only going to be one other issue, but yeah, this one was it recaps from issue 1 to issue 300. So yeah, this one ends with Doctor Strange banishing him to the Crossroads. Spoiler.
Well, that's good.
But no, I thought I'm trying to remember. Was it the Fantastic Four, the X-Men? There was one of them where I thought at some point they kind of went off the rails with the recap, but I thought that this was a really good one though. Like, if you want to know, like, the history of the Hulk, this is a very good, Cliff Notes.
Oh, good. I mean, I cut my teeth on Marvel Saga, so that's always interesting to me. That idea of, this is the origins of what we love. So,
I mean, for first page, caught in the heart of a gamma bomb explosion.
First off, not the heart, at the very edge of it, That's the thing.
Okay, he wasn't dry humping that bomb. Okay.
No, it was not the heart of a gamma explosion. He was at the very edge, just at the outskirts of it, just mere feet away from that,
trench.
From the
trench.
Zone.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. It's the gamma rays go in a straight line. And
I was going to say, Rick Jones, man, luckily got in that trench because radiation can't go down, I guess. Well,
actually, no, it can't.
Is it radiation or is it Batman?
No, but the that's dirty.
I would think that as a drop, though.
I know, so do I.
But like the radioactive waves actually do travel in a straight line. They don't go down and up and all around. They're not farts. They don't just waft around. They are straight lines of energy. They're actually particles moving at the speed of light and sometimes waves. And, so yeah, if you get below them, they're fine. And so all the ones that would have gone in that downward angle have already, they're blocked. They're blocked by the dirt.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's not X-Men science, though. It's real science.
Yeah. It's actual freaking math. It's like, no, this is how lines work. Lines go this way. They don't jump around. This interquantum realm, Phil. Newtonian physics still apply.
Oh, speaking of the Hulk, Lilith, I tagged you on Facebook. Did you see Russell?
I saw it, 169. I saw it.
By Beast episode or issue 169.
He's not getting that drop for free.
Cash App, it's in the show notes, Russell. Lilith will set the price.
1 million comics.
1 million Mountain Dews.
Oh yeah, I forgot 1 million Mountain Dews. Oh, not just any Mountain Dews either, because Russell knows. Thrash Apple Mountain Dews. The rarest of the rare.
Are those any good?
Yes, they're actually really good. I have become a Mountain Dew limited time flavor expert. I don't know how it happened. It just happened.
I will tell you this. One more thing you and Tristan have in common. He
is my!
All about the Mountain Dew special editions. So he's like he gives me the list. Okay, I like this one. This is the orange, the red, the blue.
Oh, Livewire is my favorite. You don't even know. The best thing about one of my old jobs was we had Mountain Dew Livewire in the freaking in the vending machine, and then I only go to the Walmart. I only shop at that Walmart because they have Mountain Dew Livewire in the 16 ounce, and I just buy them all the time.
So Mountain Dew, gaming, South Park. So Lil, you are on the level of
I've been perpetually stuck as a 13-year-old boy my whole life. I don't know how it happened. It's fine. I'm okay with it.
You're about the same size. Yeah, I mean, the math works out.
But how are you with VR? Because that's just...
I got an Oculus. Tell him to drop his tag. I feel they play Beat Saber.
Although I don't think Lil's using VR the same way Tristan is. Hell.
No, actually, it hasn't gotten that good, so I haven't really looked into it yet. But when it gets good and you can connect your love doll to it, Then I'll be all in.
Right now we're doing
That's a
Gorilla
callback.
Tag and he's playing Star Wars right now. And then he played what's the game what's the game with Russian roulette?
Whoa!
It's just something random. It's just Pavlov.
Oh, Pavlov. He's very much into Pavlov.
Okay, yeah. I do all the meditation apps and stuff, you know.
Okay. Oh, sure. Just expanding your mind.
You smoke a doobie, you do one of those trippy meditations. It's nice.
Oh, my.
Smoke the doobie. Any whoosies.
It's legal.
I don't know. In some states, yeah.
Where Lois
Yeah,
at here.
mine is medicinal.
Okay.
Glaucoma, arthritis, man. She's wicked.
See, I just don't like to smoke things. It's
Yeah, eat some gummies, Lil. Come on.
I have those too, but you know, you have to be careful.
Well,
that's the thing. It's like, yeah, I'm a glutton. I can't eat stuff. It's like
got the brownies, cookies, gummies.
Yeah, I would be dead. That's my problem. It's like that's why I drink beer, because it's like it has a natural limiting factor to it.
Passes out.
It's by volume.
But see, the thing I don't like about getting drunk is your brain won't entertain you. They're like, well, you got drunk. I'm not dreaming for you.
Well, not for nothing. Sometimes I just want the peace and quiet. It's like
been there, Shirley.
I mean, like every time so often, I like quit drinking and I have all these really intense dreams, and then I wake up exhausted. It's like, oh man. I didn't even get to enjoy my sleep. It's like, because I was up running around the universe the whole night, Other dimensions, fighting dragons and whatnot. Goodness.
Gotta give all these good things that they can use straps up for the show. So.
I did just want to let you guys know, in case you don't know, Swamp Thing is still a thing. It's at number 11.
No.
Please go support Swamp Thing. Please.
Oh, the book?
Yes.
Oh.
It's really good. Honestly, I think Swamp Thing is much like Man Thing, is very underrated.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Swamp Thing September. Oh, boy.
Hey.
No, I'm kidding. We have other things to do in September, Phil. Don't. Man Thing March. Oh, boy.
Still there.
I've liked Swamp Thing ever since I saw the movie, so.
Oh, don't judge it by that.
I liked the movie.
Although the second one is better. # fight me. I don't care.
See, I like a good movie, and I like, that's how people get introduced to things, and I do think Ted Sallis is a more tragic character as a scientist who becomes a swamp monster, but
come on.
That's the thing. It's like, you know what? You're not a beast if you can still recite poetry. That's all I'm saying. It's like, no, if you're going to do the real Beauty and the Beast, you just have to acknowledge that, you're actually a complete freaking beast. Oh, speaking of which, has anyone seen The Boys Diabolical?
I haven't gotten around to it yet.
Yeah, me neither.
Get around to it. It's not long. It's a bunch of shorts. It's fun. And plays a lot of... I really have to highly endorse it. That's one of the ones that me and Maz will be doing as our filler episodes. After we're done with Moon Knight. So we're gonna have a bunch of... So we have the Marvel shorts, and then we're going to have the Diabolical as our little fillers, because those are, they're all these short things, and we can just throw those up anytime we have a gap in the full stream ahead catalog.
But they will be covering Moon Knight, kids.
We are covering Moon Knight.
Have you guys covered episode 1 yet, or?
Not yet. It just came out on Wednesday. Maz, he takes a couple days.
Talk about smoke.
I would imagine by Wednesday we will do it, and then the new one will be out, and then follows that track.
I'm interested in Maz's take of Moon Knight, since he's probably not that familiar with the character.
Probably not. I don't know if he knows anything about Moon Knight.
I was gonna say he doesn't read a lot of comics. I didn't think he read.
No, he's not a comic book guy.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So
he's a film guy, though, and I think he'll enjoy the production value of it all.
Yes,
I think he will too. I think he's gonna like the story character, but we'll see. We'll see when he gets along with it,
Although
he surprises me all the time, where I think he's going to love something, and it's like, nope, I hated it.
You're breaking my heart.
Well, I love a good argument if somebody wants.
That's my Mozzie, man. That's why we love him.
And on that note, I guess Phil's Comic Corner is over.
I guess, yeah. Should we get out of here? I mean,
I know you boys need to get some rest and do super connectivity tomorrow. So.
Mm-hmm. And Lil's like, I've seen you 4 times today. God.
Come on, we're the internet's favorite fraternal twins, Phil. It's fine. It's fine.
I know. We think alike. It's nuts. All right. So, yes, kids, send your thoughts on Moon Knight as it continues. Send your thoughts on comics. Email all the thoughts to CapesandLunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can follow Capes and Lunatics on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. Find links to all the various social medias for all the shows we do, all the Facebook fan groups. Once again, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Smash that subscribe button.
Smash it!
Yes, every episode we do gets a video. Most importantly, please help support us on Patreon. $3 to $5 gets you the exclusive content.
You're not a millionaire with a fancy driver or anything, so,
Exactly.
Or a helicopter. Help us get that Capes chopper.
That's right. So please subscribe. Early access to creator interviews, Mr. DG Chichester every month.
I got the good mic out for you guys.
And superhero movie brackets. The March episode is up. Elektra vs. Blade Trinity.
Kristen and I find out.
Crown the winner. That's right. Subscribe and find out. And of course, you can always get your Capes and Lunatics and Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks merch. There's nice aluminum mugs. T-shirts.
Keeps your drinks cold all night long.
Hey-oh! I could do this all day. So find everything at Linktree, linktr.ee/Capes and Lunatics. All right. And our swamp expert, Lilith Hellfire, where can people get a hold of you?
Well, if you nerds want to hang out with me on the internet, you can find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire, on Instagram at Lilith Hellfire69, and of course, keeping it spicy over on TikTok at Lilith Hellfire69. Duh. Either do the 6 or do the 9. Do them both, Phil. Don't make me choose. Bigger, harder, stronger.
Charlie Esser.
Well, you can always write to me in that old-fashioned email way the way our mothers and fathers once said at superconnectivityblog@gmail.com. That's superconnectivityblog, all one word, @gmail.com. Follow me on Twitter as I live tweet things when I feel like it. And although I have been watching Naomi, I have not been tweeting it, which is my own failure. At Charlie Esser, that's CharlieEsser. Look for the 2 E's in the middle.
For quality. Bing!
Thank you, Maz. And thank you, Tristan, in the background.
All right, kids. So, yes.
It's got him trained like Pavlov's dog. For quality.
And again, kids, keep your thoughts rolling in on Moon Knight.
Moon Knight, a guy who runs around in a white outfit, relieving people of their facial features.
Thank you, Mr. Jen McKay, friend of the show. All right, kids. See, you're not so special, Ray. All right, kids. Thank you for joining us for another week. We have been your Capes.
Ampersand.
Lunatics. Emphasis on the Luna for Moon Knight.
Oh, nice. The next 5 weeks, we will be the Capes and Lunatics.
Ow!
And Werewolves of London is the Svengoolie movie tonight, so.
Oh!
I see what they did there.
Yes. And April 1st was a new moon, making it a Ragabash holiday. For you
he
white
worked it in, Phil.
Hey-o. That's right. That's the only reason April 1st was special.
Yes.
He wished you a cake full of wishes. Don't be
I know.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Phil. I thought that was,
Send me presents
yes.
if you're listening
He's
to this.
petty. You know how he is.
I guess so. Jeez.
Prince Petty.
Hi, I'm one of the High Priests of Khonshu Ray, and I have the sacred privilege of providing you, the loony listener, with a podcast honouring Marvel's very own Moon Knight. So join me and a host of others at Into the Night, a Moon Knight podcast. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, or support the show by becoming a Patreon member. Into the Night, a Moon Knight podcast. It's time to get your Khonshu on.